Let's go over writing decimals in standard form, expanded form, and finding their number name. So to start with, we have the number 3 and 428 thousandths. To write this in expanded form, we're going to separate out each digit and use math to show its value. And so first we have our 3, which is in the ones place. So in expanded form, this is written as 3 times 1. Next, our 4 is in the tenths place. So we will write this one as 4 groups of 1/10, or 4 times 1/10. We have a 2, it's in the hundredths place. So that's 2 groups of 100th. And finally, we have our 8 in the thousandths place. So that's 8 groups of 1,000th. And so now we have the expanded form of our number. And let's talk really quickly about the number name here. So first we look at everything before the decimal. So in this case, it's just 3. And whenever you get to the decimal, that's always going to be written as the word and. And then we look at the numbers that come after the decimal, so 428, and we name that by where the last digit is, in this case, the thousandths place. So this would be 428 thousandths. Now notice as I read this, I did not put an and here, 428 thousandths. The and only goes where the decimal is. Now let's see how we can take expanded form and translate that into the standard form. Here we have a number in expanded form, and we want to write it in standard form. Now this looks so strange, but remember that by telling you it's an expanded form, they're giving us each of the digits that are going to show up in the standard form, and they're going to clue us in to the place value for each of those digits. 2 times 100 we know is 200, but we can think about this as telling us that we have a 2 in our hundreds place, and then we have an 8 in our tens place. And here's where we have to be careful. Even though 3 is the next digit that shows up in our expanded form, it's not going to be the next digit in our standard form. So we have to think about those place values: hundreds, tens, ones. And we don't have anything in the ones place. So what should we put here? A 0, because there are no ones. After our ones place is our decimal. So let's think ahead to those place values. What comes after a decimal? Tenths, then hundredths, then thousandths. And what are they giving us in this problem? We have our tenths and we have our thousandths. So what's missing? The hundredths. So we have a 3 in our tenths place. We have 0 groups of 100th. So a 0 in our hundredths place. And finally 9 groups of 1,000th. So a 9 in our thousandth place. And what would be our number name here? Well, we start with everything that's before the decimal. So 280, we've reached our decimal, so that's where we say and then we look at everything after the decimal. 309, and this is in the thousandth place. 309 thousandths.